Well, hey, I'm Mike. Come on in. Well, welcome to my home. You know, Kerry was here the other day, and I had served him some appetizers, and he said, "Oh, this is delicious." And he said, "But you know, I remember you telling me it's so easy to make." And I said, "Yes, it is." So he said, "Well, would you mind showing me?" So, come on, let me show y'all. So, we're in the kitchen now, and the ingredients I'm going to use you normally find in your kitchen. If not, you may have to go out and buy a few things. We have bread. I happen to have a couple of different types of breads here, but you could just use sliced bread if that's all you happen to have in the kitchen at the time. One thing we want to make sure we do first before we start anything else is we start the oven. So I'm going to set the oven at 400 degrees, and we're probably going to bake for 15 to 20 minutes. We have olive dressing, we have shredded cheese, which you can either buy block cheese yourself, or you can buy it pre-shredded. Fresh tomatoes, very important, but if you don't have fresh tomatoes and you happen to have canned tomatoes in the pantry, you can use that. We have Parmesan cheese. Use a little bit of that in there, makes it taste a little bit tastier. We take our tomatoes and we're going to slice them. We want them sliced thinly. So we slice them about 1/8 of an inch thick, and each piece of bread will receive a tomato on it. French bread, we cut it approximately 1/4 inch thick, and lay it out on our tray. The Kaiser type roll or something, very nice. By the way, St. Joseph bread is really a good one. It's got the little seeds on it. You cut it in half. You lay it out like so. And something else I found, if you want, you can cut it into thirds. And it makes it just that much thinner. Something interesting too is you can take something like a roll like this, and you can actually cut off a very small piece of it, turn it upside down, and what you do is you make a pocket in it, and you put that on here. Okay, so once you have this done, again, you're going to shred your cheese. Now, the yellow cheese, normally you use a smaller grating for it, but when you have a cheese that has pepper in it and such, a lot of times you want to use the larger holes for it. So, like I said, the bread's finished. We're ready to go with doing the meat of the work, as I like to say. We'll take the olives, the cheese, we have some tomatoes. You want to get some of the olive oil onto the bread too. And you can put the Parmesan cheese on prior to the tomato and cheese, or you can put it on after. It really won't matter. Again, it's up to whatever you decide you want to do. Well, as promised, she's all done, and you didn't have to go through the pains of watching me build each one. Now she's going into the oven. We're going to set the timer for 20 minutes. If you're not certain about how long you think it should cook, then what you could do is set it for a little bit less time and watch it. Let's see what we got. Oh, yeah. And it's hot, too. And we know it's done because the bread has turned out to be a nice golden brown. And look at those cheeses. I'm telling you, that's some good bread.